Man, today is one of those days where we're just bringing back artists we haven't done in a while. The last Gil Scott-Heron video we did was June 25th, so that was like not too long ago, about 3 months ago, I guess. Didn't do very good, but that's okay. Let's go. Hi guys, welcome to Leave Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am. We are back with 2 tracks, courtesy of our new patron, actually. This is his first request, I believe. Michael M. Thank you for your support, Michael. I truly appreciate you. We're going to be listening to 2 tracks. Home is Where the Hatred Is, and I believe Winter in America is the other one. That was on... What? Sorry about that. Had a visitor. Let's start this. Alright. First up is Home is Where the Hatred Is, and then Winter in America by Gil Scott-Heron. In 3, 2, 1, go.
A junkie walking through the twilight. I'm on my way home. I left 3 days ago, but no one seems to know I'm gone. Home is where the hatred is. Home is filled with pain, and it might not be such a bad idea if I never went home again. Stand as far away from me as you can and ask me why. Hang on to your rosary beads, close your eyes to watch me die. You keep saying, kick it, quit it, God, but did you ever try?
Hear that?
To turn your sick soul inside out, so that the world can watch you die.
Damn. That hi-hat. And guitar going off. And the keys. Silent screams. Home is where the needle marks tried to heal my broken heart, and it might not be such a bad idea if I never went home again, home again, home again, home again. Kick it, quit it, kick it, quit it, kick it, quit it, kick it. Can't go home again, home again, home again. You know I can't go. That was definitely my favorite song of his so far. We've done like 3 of them already. That's my favorite. Winter in America. And I believe this was like he did this record with one other person. Who was it?
All from the Indians who work
Brian
on
Jackson.
the Pilgrims, and to the buffaloes who once ruled the plain. Like the vultures circling beneath the dark clouds, looking for the rain. looking for the rain. Just like the cities that stagger on the coastline, and a nation that just can't stand much more. Like the forest buried beneath the highway, never had a chance to grow.
Damn.
Never had a chance to grow. And now it's winter. It's winter in America.
Technically it's fall, but
all of the
close enough.
Have been killed, sent away. Yeah, but the people know it's winter. Winter in America. And ain't nobody fighting, 'cause nobody knows what to say. Save your soul, Lord knows, from winter in America. The Constitution, a noble piece of paper, with free society, the struggle but they died in vain. And now democracy is a ragtime on the corner, hoping for some rain. They look like either hoping for some rain. And I see the robins perched in barren treetops. They're watching last-ditch races marching across the floor. But just like the peace signs that vanished in our dreams, never had a chance to grow. Never had a chance to grow. And now it's winter. It's winter in America. And all of the healers have been killed or betrayed. Yeah, but the people know it's winter. Lord knows it's winter in America.
Prescient song.
And ain't nobody fighting.
It applies to the times and to these times
Nobody
today.
knows what to say. Save your soul from a winter in America. Stick. And now it's winter.
Yeah, Brian Jackson's great on that flute, man.
Winter in America.
He does vocals, flute, piano. That's good.
And all of the healers done been killed, sent away. Yeah, the people know it's winter. Winter in America. And ain't nobody fighting, 'cause nobody knows what to say. And ain't nobody fighting, 'cause nobody knows, nobody knows. And ain't nobody fighting, 'cause nobody knows what to say.
Yep. Wow. That was true in 1974, and it's true today. That man really is a poet. Both of those songs, hard hitting and kind of unrelenting at points, but more like in the lyrical, mental sort of aspect of it, not the actual physical or the actual body of the song itself. More about what it's saying and what it stands for. Especially with the second one. The first one, that was rough. As someone in recovery, hearing that, like I've been called all kinds of names, and I know a lot of people think very lowly of, people who are in active addiction or out of it. People like me who 4 years in like a week or two, It's just that one of those things, it's a stigma, and it's kind of messed up, but at the same time, you have to be honest, and I'm somebody who's honest, There's a reason why people are the way they are about those things, because I was a little thief. You have to nail that stuff down. Like my poor mother, bro. I feel so bad about some of the stuff I put her through, dude. And I personally, I wouldn't trust an addict with my kids, my anything. You know what I'm saying? There's a place nearby that's like a recovery center place. They have a child care service, and I'm not saying nothing bad because I'm in recovery myself, but there's just something about me. I don't know. I wouldn't let my kids be. I don't know. It's whatever. That's a side note. But Gil paints a very bleak picture. But at the same time, there was a lot of depth and substance to it. Even though it was kind of bleak. I wish it was longer. Pieces of a Man. What year did that one come out? Hold on. Pieces of a Man. Because we did a couple songs of it already. I think it was, 1971. Man, what a year, bro. I just want to give you all the Homes with H. Alright, so it was track 4, personnel. Okay, so Gil Scott-Heron on guitar, piano, and vocals. Hubert Laws on flute and saxophone. Brian Jackson on piano. Okay, so he was on this one too. Bernard Purdy on the drums. Okay, that's why that hi-hat sounded so damn good. I forgot he was on this. Ron Carter on bass, and then Burt Jones on electric guitar. So I don't know if that was Burt Jones or Gil who was ripping off, in that first song, but it was great. Yeah, and that hi-hat kind of rhythm that Herbie was using there, Bernard. Very good. It was very effective at giving it the sense of not uneasiness, but kind of like you can't stay put, you got to keep moving with it, and I think, the Purdy Shuffle's famous, obviously, but that's not all he can do, he's a great drummer overall. He can do whatever. I've heard him in so many other tracks, and yeah, he pulls out that shuffle a lot, especially for Steely Dan and stuff, but, he does other stuff too. He's a great drummer, man. But Gil, what a writer, dude. That was such a great track, just lyrically as well. Instrumentally, it was sound as hell, but the lyrics really make it stand out. I wish it was longer, like I said. Then you go to Winter in America, which was a combo record, as I call it, between the Gil Scott-Heron and Brian Jackson, the keyboardist. It was recorded in 1973 in Silver Spring, Maryland. Hey, I've been there plenty of times. But it was released in 1974. It's more of a stripped-down African and R&B sound kind of record. Jackson's piano-based arrangements were rooted in jazz and the blues. The subject matter on Winter in America deals with African-American community in inner cities in the 1970s. And then for that, Danny Bowen's on the Fender bass, which sounded so good in that. Brian Jackson, electric piano, acoustic piano, flute, and vocals. Gil Scott-Heron on vocals, electric piano, and Bob Adams on the drums. Yeah, definitely Danny and Bob, they did great in that track, but I think Brian Jackson on that flute really stole the show. And Gil's vocals, I'm guessing that it says that Brian and Gil both do vocals. I think that's Gil's singing voice, though. I liked the jazzy kind of, spaced out atmosphere. It definitely had a lot of room to breathe and a lot of room to move around, but they kind of stayed consistent for what they were doing. There was like a one or two deviations here or there, but for the most part, they just played it straight through the way they were. But it was very, very jazzy. I love the flute. It was very distant, and oh man, it paints a very interesting picture in your mind of, what do we really know about, ourselves and our country, our cities, anything, and there's basically for every person, every living thing, there's a seasons of change, like there's a spring, a summer, a fall, and a winter. And I think America, unfortunately, unless something happens, is transitioning from fall into winter right now. The fall has already happened. We're heading towards winter at a rapid pace, and it's up to us to determine if we're gonna come out of it again and have a spring once again, or are we just is this gonna be the last winter? I always say, I don't know, she probably thinks I'm weird every time I say this, but every winter that we get through, when it starts to get spring again, I said, well, babe, we survived another winter. And she doesn't really think much of it, probably, but I know that's a big deal, even especially back in the day. Surviving through the winter was hard as hell, It was not an easy thing to do, and I don't know. I hope we can get through this. It's a rough patch, and I think that the best thing that needs to happen, people just need to start talking again. Stop demonizing the other side. Stop doing all that crazy internet talk. We just need to sit down and talk to each other. If you honestly have issues, sit down, communicate in good faith, and not just snarky bullshit, and maybe we can get somewhere. Because we're pretty far behind. If you look at the other countries, I mean, we obviously still have a huge thing going on because we're the United States, but I don't know. It's slowly losing steam, every single day, and we're going more and more in debt. And I don't know. There's some people that would wish pretty bad things upon us. A lot of the world doesn't like us, surprise or not, But I still think we are a nation that stands for something, and I think we deserve another spring, So hopefully we get through this winter. But other than that, man, I think I'll leave you all with that. I definitely enjoyed the poetry, basically, from Gil, the flute in the second song, the guitar and the drums in the first. That was a great pick. Thank you so much. Who's it again? Michael M. Duh. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate you very much. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for watching. And if you have any other tracks by Gil Scott-Heron you think I'd like, please leave it down below. I've definitely, like I said, I've done one video with like 3 or 4 songs in it. I'll link it up there if you want to go watch it. But it's up to you. See y'all later. One more thing. We have a really cool Patreon community. Actually, the post, if you want to get a request, just went out yesterday for the month of October. So join now if you want to get a request. Join the $15 tier or up. If you join, there's like little rules and stipulations you'll see when you join if you look at the thread for October. You can also send one in via PayPal or leave a tip that way too if you want. It's much appreciated. You guys rock. This community is the best, and I will stand by that. Take it easy.